Hello again, welcome back. My name's Steve Hunt from Coldbeam Games, developer of Beat Hazard and Beat Hazard 2. And if you don't know, Beat Hazard and Beat Hazard 2 are both twin stick shooters with the unique selling point that they're powered by your music. So you can pick a track from your music collection and you play along to that music, and it powers the gameplay and powers the spaceship that you're flying. And that's just in case you're unfamiliar with Beat Hazard. So I'll go through what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, and look, I've got a play button. Woo! But still a bit limited. Here we go, let's have a look. So I've got some static spaceships and the player ship, and I can fire and blow things up. There. Okay. Once you kill those guys, it just goes back to the main menu. So have another quick go. By the way, this is going to look worse on YouTube because of the amount of movement on the screen and the amount of debris and flashing. The game itself will look a ton better than you can see. Plus, I've got video recording software running in the background, obviously, which doesn't help with the frame rate. Okay. So I thought I'd show you a bit about the way the ships are now put together. So if I quit out of this, one of the things I've been working on in Beat Hazard 1, the spaceships were all hard coded into the game. So it was only you could have a main body plus some turrets and or wings, and that was it. So it's very sort of limited and rigid in the way that the spaceships were done. Now I've got an editor where I can actually build a spaceship properly, which can have a hierarchy of components, and therefore not only will new ships be easier to build and add to the game, the complexity of those ships can be a lot higher. So for example, here's a laser turret, and it's got, this time around as well, it's got a collision radius which I can change, put on top. So that's a basic turret. That turret then goes on a hull. So for example, let's have a look at the player's hull is this one. I mean, this is from, also ignore these turrets, these are just burnt into the texture. They're just from the old game, they'll get replaced eventually. But that's got a collision radius and is labelled as a hull. And then the full fighter is this. Oh, I've moved something. Let me move that back. See, because it's inherited that that information from the down the hierarchy. Look, because I moved it, it's then crept into the other one. Didn't mean to do that. Right, let's stick it back. It should look a bit better now. Player ship, right, here we go. So here's the player ship. It has a right turret and a left turret and a centre turret, and each one of these now have separate collision spheres, which obviously make collision a lot more accurate than in Beat Hazard 1. Beat Hazard 1 it just was a box. I mean, it only has to be really accurate to a certain degree because obviously the bullets move relatively quickly. But here we can have a bit of fun. If I can I'll connect another ship. So there's a player hull here, whack it on there, and I'll connect a right laser turret there. I can duplicate this, stick it over here, send it there, and connect a left turret. That's right. Where did that go? There it is. Left turret. Now if I save this and run Beat Hazard now, we should get a stupidly big spaceship, and all the turrets should fire properly. Okay. Let's see if the system works. Oh, yes! No one can defeat me. Game suddenly got a bit easier. But you know, that's the what I've been working on this week, is that system to be able to quickly edit, create spaceships with hierarchies and turrets and all sorts of different bits and bobs that you could attach, which the game will register. And then this is also one step further towards having the game create spaceships on its own. It can create from these hulls and turrets its own spaceships, which will then become procedurally generated content for the bosses. I've also been doing a bit of work on as you can see, the graphical effects of the lasers. This is like sort of first pass stuff at the moment. It's not 100% happy with it, but it's pretty good. It's getting there. And I should point out as well that the game is being developed from the ground up again. The reason for that is because it's Bhazard 1 is got a lot of bits, a lot of base systems in it that aren't written that well, and it's just difficult to expand upon. So it's sensible to build it from scratch. I am taking a bit of code from the original where appropriate. So it just leaves me with a game that is a lot easier to expand and build upon. There you go. That's pretty much what I've been doing this week. Please subscribe to the video. I'll be doing subscribe to YouTube and follow me on Twitter. I'll be doing more videos as development goes along. If you want to pre-order, that's great, and there's a link at the bottom in the description. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.